That's right. Just talk to the palm. I don't know if you heard about this, but Amazon, they have these stores where you can go in. We've actually talked about them here on the show. Yeah, pick out exactly what you want. And when you want to leave, you actually just pay by waving the palm of your hand over this special reader. Well, in order to get more people to use it, Amazon, they have this promotion running where you can get a $10 credit when you enroll your palm print at one of its stores, and then you link it all up with your Amazon.com account. Well, in other words, Amazon wants you to give them a hand in their quest to control everything. And you see, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, just an example of the fun that we have here week after week as we talk about living the best digital life. It's America's largest show about all things digital. You can find us on over 425 top stations from coast to coast. And also in your favorite radio app, we're streaming there. And, whenever you want us, podcast, webcast, you get it. 24/7, you can find us over at getkim.com. And brand new, if you are an Apple user, an iPhone or iPad owner, you can subscribe now to the Kim Komando Show in the Apple Podcast Player. Just search for Komando with a K, of course. And you can also catch the show on American Forces Network Radio. I love this, serving more than 375,000 American servicemen and women in 175 countries and 200 ships at sea. And I'm sure you have at least a few questions about something digital I can lend a hand to. I mean, you can Google anything, I get that, but you can't Google trusted advice. And that's why our T-Mobile Unlimited listener line is now open at 1-888-825-5254. Once again, our T-Mobile Unlimited listener line. All right, let's get this party started with 5 things that you need to know about tech. It's happening right now. And let's start with China. Okay, it's no great secret that China has hundreds of millions of surveillance cameras around the country. It doesn't stop there. The Chinese government's also known for its intrusions into other countries. And most recently, Beijing was blamed for this huge cyber attack against Microsoft back in July. Well, get a load of this. A scary report was presented to a Senate panel this past week where the former Deputy National Security Advisor, a guy by the name of Matthew Pottinger, says that the Chinese government has data on me. They have data on you, your family, your friends, your boss, anybody you know. Well, basically every single American. And not just that, he says China has so much stolen data that they could create dossiers on every single adult U.S. citizen and kids too. So you might be wondering how that's even possible, but the answer is pretty simple. Advancing technology, data collection, data breaches. Now, the former government official told senators that the Chinese government's penetration of digital networks worldwide has gone to a whole new level. They may even be on the latest 5G networks. So just a good reminder to keep your online accounts as secure as possible. And let's be thankful that we don't live in China under this constant surveillance. A friend of mine, he lived in China, and I asked him, Bob, what's it like living in China? And he said, I can't complain. Oh, I know. All right, number 2. It's a little too late for the government's plan for better internet access. Early this past week, the Senate passed, I'm sure you heard about it, a $1 trillion infrastructure bill. It's made up of 2,700 pages. Do you ever wonder, does somebody actually read every single page? Anyway, it has planned funding for electric grids, water, roads, bridges, usual stuff. Now, the reason why I'm bringing it up here on the Kim Komando Show is about $65 billion is expected to be allocated to improve broadband internet access. Where? In rural areas. And they also want to make internet more accessible, more affordable for low-income households. Great stuff. Now, the most rural parts of America, they've never had good internet connections. And of course, there's HughesNet. It has a small dish like DirecTV, and it provides a 25 megabit connection where there are no lines. But the problem is it's slow and it's expensive. And running coax fiber, well, that's also expensive. So President Biden wants to use a portion of that infrastructure bill to run those lines. What? Yeah, they're calling it Biden bandwidth. But here's my problem with this. Elon Musk, as crazy as he is, he's got something called the Starlink service. 1,700 small satellites that are crisscrossing the globe, and it's going to bring internet access to the entire world. Okay, all those rural areas, all of a sudden we'll get internet access. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but the feds have already given $1 trillion. Yes, $1 trillion to Starlink. So do we really need these old school lines being drawn into our rural communities? I don't think so. Let's put that money to better use elsewhere, like how about tech education, careers for the future? I mean, I have a lot of other thoughts about this infrastructure bill, but we'll cross that bridge at a later date. All right, number 3, Apple's going to be taking a good look at your iPhone photos. Now, early this month, word began circulating that Apple is about to release a new iOS. Well, of course they are. And inside there, it will quickly identify child sexual abuse material, child porn, by scanning iCloud. Now, of course, they're going to shorten that up, so it's called CSAM, by the way. And so they started testing this system. It says that it uses sophisticated cryptography to spot when collections of known child porn are uploaded right to the cloud. And if a user syncs these photos, an iPhone will basically check them against a database. And if there are enough matches, human moderators at Apple are going to be notified, who can then report it. Now, in child porn circles, photos spread quickly. Now, the new system is going to help identify them. Now, of course, it has controversy because so many people are saying, hey, those are my photos, it's private. Apple says it's not going to comply with any government demands to use the CSAM system for surveillance. But let me tell you something, Apple can make this work. It's truly, truly a step forward. Number 4, keep your money safe, but remember the password. Okay, here's the deal. Back in 2015, this guy bought 10 million Dogecoin. Sounds like a lot, but it's cryptocurrency. 6 years ago, that amount was worth about $1,500. So he stored the 10 million in Dogecoin in an encrypted Android wallet. So fast forward to now, that initial $1,500 in crypto is worth almost $3 million. So great news for this guy, except he forgot his 12-digit PIN for the secured wallet. So he reached out to this wallet recovery service called Keychain X, helped narrow down the possibilities. It actually worked. He was able to get access back to his Dogecoin. When you consider Dogecoin was originally started as a joke based upon a dog meme, let me tell you, this had to be one rough situation. Finally, number 5, now's your chance to get on reality TV. Just remember who told you about it first, okay? Netflix is going all in on reality TV expansions, and they're having an open casting call for future shows. And they set up this special site, so you're welcome to submit a 1-minute video to convince all the producers why you'd be a great fit on a Netflix show. Competition shows like Nailed It, Floor is Lava, The American Barbecue Showdown, along with dating shows like Love is Blind or Too Hot to Handle. It's open to anyone over the age of 18. You can submit your own video to specific shows, or you can just say, hey, just send it to everybody, 12 in total. Hit Komando.com on the link, hit Komando.com rather, for the link to submit your video. And while we're on the topic, what do odd numbers in reality TV show stars have in common? They just can't even. And our T-Mobile Unlimited listener line is now open at 1-888-825-5254. And you want to stay right where you are, because coming up in just a few moments, I have a list of some of the apps that are draining your phone's battery and storage the most. And then in a few moments after that, in our digital life hacks tip, I know this isn't the most exciting topic. Hey, but at least it's not batteries, but it's your earbuds. Have you actually looked at them? I looked at mine last week and I was like, ooh, what's that yellow stuff on there? So we put together a whole cleaning guide so your earbuds don't get gross, because then they don't sound so well. And plus, you paid a lot of money for them. So you want to stay right where you are for that. And how about we start this hour with Rick in Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello there, Rick.
Hi, wonderful Kim. I love your program.
Oh,
I've been listening for a long time.
Appreciate you, Rick.
Honey, I have a question for you. I'm a florist.
Awesome.
And every time I deliver my flowers, I make homemade bread. And everybody gets a loaf of homemade bread. And right now, I handwrite my labels. And I thought it'd be really professional if, like, when I'm making strawberry bread, I could do, like, a little graphic with a strawberry.
Sure.
Or at Christmas time, when I make candy cane bread, it has candy cane on it. And I was just looking for a program so my labels would look a lot better than handwritten.
Okay, so how did you come up with the idea to deliver bread with flowers? It's a fabulous concept.
I'm good at marketing. It's funny. When I go to an office, I'll take 4 or 5 loaves of bread. Maybe it's a girl's birthday, and then I have extra bread for everybody in the office. And people just go crazy because I make unusual flavors. They love the flowers, but then they get the bread, and it's always free.
Well, you mentioned candy cane bread. What's the most unique bread that you make?
I make candy cane bread at Christmas, gingerbread with you could use a gingerbread man. In the spring, I make strawberry bread with marshmallows and blueberry bread. In the fall, I make pumpkin pie bread.
And
So
you've never sent any to me. You just call me Wonderful Kim, and I don't get any
You know what?
bread.
You know what? This might be the first time I ship it out.
Okay, all right. So you mentioned marketing, and marketing makes the world go round. I truly believe that. There's a website called Canva, and it's CANVA. Canva makes creating labels, Instagram posts, Facebook posts, Pinterest posts, branding, whatever it may be, makes it super easy. Makes it incredibly easy. So all you do is you just like pick a template. You go, oh, I like that one. Okay. And then you put a text box, and then it has icons and images. So you could have that strawberry, you could have that gingerbread person, and you could have a candy cane, whatever it may be.
Right.
And then you can put it on there. Now, one of the other great things that it does, so that's the free version, okay? If you wanted to spend $10 a month, is that you could put together, they have this thing called a branding kit. And so if you wanted to put a different label or something on your flowers, and you wanted it to all look the same, using the same font, the same colors, and different sizes and shapes. And if you wanted to remove backgrounds, if you wanted to start planning content, if you wanted to go ahead and put some of these onto your social media feeds as well, it's like something that you missed. So then that becomes $10 a month. But you definitely don't have to pay for it. You're going to get everything that you need all in that free version. But the pay version, if you are into using this for your company, it might be something that you might want to look at. But once again, Rick, it's called Canva. That's CANVA.com. Now, if you do like to use Adobe products, is that Adobe has a competitive product called Spark. I don't think it's as easy to use as Canva, because I was looking at Canva and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll try Spark. And then I tried using Spark a few times. I'm like, Canva's really key. Hey, Rick, thank you so much for your kind words, and best of luck to you there in Las Vegas. And send some bread down my way, baby. Over on Komando.com, we have a list of the apps that are draining your phone's battery. Facebook, Instagram are the culprits. Also, Uber, Verizon, and Fitbit. If you want to take a look at the whole list, just head over to Komando.com. We have more of your phone calls coming right up. Now, here are 5 ways to boost your home's value, starting with number 1. What do you think that is? Okay, I'll tell you. It's the kitchen. Investing in kitchen upgrades is a no-brainer. If you don't have the budget for a complete renovation, small upgrades, I'm talking about new countertops or cabinets or flooring, can make a difference. Number 2 is outdoor living spaces. Here, research shows that you'll get back about $1.75 for every dollar that you put into it. So new patios, dining areas, a fire pit. Maybe you want to go crazy and put a pool in. Or maybe you just want to power wash the patio. You want to refinish the deck or add a new coat of paint to make your home even more beautiful. And with so many people working from home, people now want to use not just their backyards, but also their front yards too. Number 3 on the list, bathrooms. The master bath is super important. Keep it fresh and new. Sinks, tub, maybe add a steam shower. Nice. Number 4 is curb appeal. Because so much house hunting is done online, you need to look great in photos and videos. Less is more. The grass should be green. It should be manicured. Trees should be trimmed. Pathways nice. Consider pavers or a mixture of concrete with AstroTurf for the driveway. I did that at my house, and it looks so nice. Finally, number 5, paint the house outside and in. You want to lose the old flowery wallpaper. I know, you like it. Out it goes. White is preferred. And let me tell you something. When I listed our house for sale, we did all the landscaping. We got rid of like this dead palm tree in the front. We planted new ones. We put in fresh flowers out front. And then we painted the entire house. It looked so great that we took the house off the market. True story. Now, I know what you're thinking, Kim. How can I find someone who I trust to do this work for me? It's simple. Use Angie. Angie will connect you with real, honest to goodness professionals. You don't have to scour the web for reputable sources. With Angie, you can search real customer reviews. You can request quotes and book your home improvement project all in one place. And let me tell you, I put a request out on Angie for weekly landscaping services, and literally within 10 minutes, I had 5 companies ready to bid on what I needed to get done. Sweet. Now, you can't beat Angie. It's the best, whether it's lawn care, fixing the AC, putting in a pool, getting that dream project done. Angie is the trusted home improvement source. Truly can help you. Home projects have never been so simple, so don't wait to get your projects done. Do what I did. Download the free Angie app for your iOS or Android device, or go to the website, Angie.com. You're going to love Angie as much as I do. Still to come out this hour, as I mentioned, the best way in just a few moments how to clear those wireless earbuds so you don't ruin them. And right now we have Sharon in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Hi there, Sharon.
Hi.
Welcome.
I'm so excited to talk to you.
Oh, thank you. What's going on?
Well, I want to tell you I'm a first grade teacher, and I have been trying to look for things to find for my students for STEM. And I was looking on Facebook, and on the marketplace, there pops up this advertisement for a Amazon surprise box. And I was trying to figure out, is this a scam or is this going to waste my money? And they range anywhere from $29 to $99, and they guarantee that you'll either get an iPad or a phone or something in there that's worth the amount. And I'm just not sure about that, and I thought I'd ask you.
Well, I'm always wary of like surprises, right?
Yeah.
It's like, because, sometimes surprises can be great, but sometimes they can be really disappointing. It's kind of like when a long time ago, if you remember, is that your best friend said, I'm going to fix you up with the greatest guy. And then you meet the guy and you're like, oh, maybe he's not like for me. Maybe he's for somebody else.
Okay.
So with the first grade, how many kids do you have in your class?
Well, right now we're getting ready to start on the 19th, but last year I had 29. During the summer I had 15, so it depends.
And what do you use the iPad to do?
I have a coding obby and Osmo kits, and then I also have a Dash. And so we code the computers, we control the robots, and we have some bugs and some beetles that we also control with them. There's a STEM program that I do after school, so that's what we use it for mostly.
And the kids really, does it keep the kids' attention?
They love the bugs and the Dash. The problem I have is I had to get 4, 5, or 7 tablets, and the kids can't stop dropping them. And so the problem, you can't keep them in a case while you're using them because they sit on the stand. With the Osmo kits, they sit on the stand. And they like to do the scavenger hunt that you make the little guy go through the mazes and things. So they love that, and they feel like they're really doing something because they're first grade. They've never really sat at home on computers. A lot of my children are underprivileged and, free and reduced lunch kids, so they don't have computers at home.
Oh,
so
I see.
To look at anything that they could hold, they're excited. And I know that there are some that are smart, and they could probably do great later in life.
Well, you know what? It's the foundation that you're giving them, the idea that they can explore and they can learn and they can be excited. And then, so do you need one iPad, or are you hoping to get more than that?
I have. They gave me some old ones that are. I think I have 4. But mostly what I'm trying to get is just some ideas for technology and science. I have, by the way, I wanted to thank you for the Epson printer. That was the best thing I ever did.
Oh, good.
I did get that. But we have a few that are kind of old, and they don't let you update because they're the older models of the iPads. So I was thinking maybe one or two of the newer ones, so we can get the dashes working at least.
Well, that would
And then
be
we can
great.
trade off.
Yeah, see, when you start looking at these surprise boxes, I don't, if you never really know what you're going to get in it. What if you get like a piece of junk phone? Well, yeah, it's worth $99, but you just wasted $99, and how are you going to get it, right?
iPhone 3 or something, right?
Although, you know what, I heard recently an iPhone 2G original in the box is worth like $10,000 or something. I'm like,
No way.
yeah, I was like, yeah, but it's something that you couldn't touch. They somebody just bought a Super Mario video game for $2 million.
I did hear that. That's the nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
And see, I'm 62, so I remember having one of those in the closet forever and throwing it away.
Yeah, or
It's
giving
horrible.
it to Goodwill. It's awful.
Yes.
So, because they're small, the good news is that you don't need the big expensive iPads, right?
Right.
So the
can
iPad,
do the minis.
yeah, the iPad minis would just be fine for you. Have you ever done anything with Donors Choose?
Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I have one on there right now for a cabinet.
And have you ever put anything out there for the iPads?
No, because they won't give them to my school because my school won't support them as far as maintenance. But if I get them myself, I can have them. They allow me to have them in the room, but the school won't. As long as Donors Choose, if they won't support them, they won't let you get them.
All right, so let's do this. How about, Sharon, if I'll send you 2 iPads.
Wait, whoa, for real?
Yes, so I'll send you 2 iPads from me to you. In return, you know what I want in return?
No,
I want some.
I don't.
If it's okay with the parents, of course. I want to see. I want to see some photos of what the kids are doing. That's all.
They would love. They love showing pictures. I'm serious. Our whole school, we signed a disclaimer. Yes, we will take photos of your kid. I only had one child in the 3 years I've been here that said no.
Oh, okay, good. Because I would love to see photos and tell us more about what you're using it for. And as a regular listener to the show, I do what I call random acts of kindness, right? And so you, Sharon, are this week's random act of kindness. All right. So, Sharon, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put you on hold. All right.
Okay.
And thank you for introducing all these kids to STEM, and especially if they're coming from underprivileged families. You know what? Who knows? Who knows what this person might be? 10 years from now.
I was one of them.
15,
I
20.
know.
Okay, well, then, you know what? Then you're giving back too, right? I mean, you are. And so, how much, what do you need for the cabinet?
I think it's like, we have a match donor, so it's only half. I think it's like $350 because they add on an extra $200 with Donors Choose.
All right, so you know what? So let's do this. I'll give you the 2 iPads in the cabinet, all right? So,
are you serious?
Yeah,
oh
it's a one-stop shop here, baby, okay? So
okay.
I'm going to put you on hold. Danielle is going to pick you up. I want you to give her all the information, school name, and where we're going to ship this off to. Give me the Donors Choose address, and we'll get that done as well. Because, you know what? Isn't this just what life's about? We're all here to help each other and help everybody move along. Sharon, again, thank you for your call, and best regards to everybody out there in Tulsa. Let's go ahead and do our digital life hacks tip. This week is brought to you by Total AV. There's nothing wrong with looking for ways to save money, but you need to be smart about where to cut corners. There are new hacks, malicious codes, and clever ways to break into our system coming out nearly every single day. Let me tell you something. Free antivirus software just cannot keep up with the latest threats. It's free for a reason. Total AV's award-winning antivirus security suite offers complete protection you can rely on. It has built-in adware, ransomware, and malware protection. Now, you hear me talk about the increasing number of phishing attacks and fake websites. Well, get this. Total AV has something called the Safe Site Browser extension. It detects and blocks dangerous phishing sites automatically, so you always know that you're entering your private data on the right site. Now, here's the deal that I got for you. You can protect up to 5 devices on a single account, including your Windows, Mac, iOS, and Android devices. It's the best protection out there, okay? But I've also negotiated a great deal. This is a smoking deal. You can't find a better deal anywhere else. You can only get this deal on the Kim Komando Show. You get an annual plan. those 5 devices for $19. That's it. ProtectWithKim.com, an annual plan, $19. That's 85% off the regular price. So you have to go to this place, ProtectWithKim.com. That's ProtectWithKim.com. All right, so this week it's all about the best ways to clean your AirPods, your Galaxy Buds, and your other wireless earbuds, because I looked at mine, let me tell you, they were disgusting. And so what you want to do is you can start by grabbing a microfiber cloth, and then you can also try to use a toothpick to get some of that gunk off. One viral TikTok trick recommends Blue Tech. That's that reusable adhesive putty that some people use to hang up posters and loudspeakers. But if you bought something pricier, let's say you have the 14,500 Happy Plugs or the 18 karat gold iDiamond earbuds, $6,400, which I don't, maybe you do, is that you don't want to run water over the earbuds. Use a slightly damp cloth. You can maybe try to use a Q-tip. And then we also have some ways that you can use a soft bristle toothbrush. To get thy step-by-step instructions on the right way, the safe way to clean your wireless earbuds, look no further than the official Kim Komando show. That's Komando.com. And once you're there, hit the link on the top that says Kim Show. This guy, Joshua, his girlfriend died, and he was missing her so much. He went onto the internet and he found an AI chatbot, and he programmed the AI chatbot to be his dead girlfriend. Ooh, what happened? You're going to want to listen to it. And also the developer behind the technology. And I'm also going to tell you how if you wanted to try this chatbot for $5, you could do it too. That's Kim Komando Explains. You get it wherever you get your podcasts. Apple, Google, Spotify, Pandora, TuneIn, you name it. Just search for Komando with a K. That's, of course, Komando. And the name of the podcast that you want is Kim Komando Explains. David in St. Petersburg, Florida. Hello there, David.
Hi, Kim.
Welcome.
Well, it's wonderful to talk with you. Listened for a long time and finally found something technical that I could actually ask you about.
Excellent.
And here's my situation. I've got a mother that lives with me, and she's in her late 80s, and she's, competent mentally and stuff like that. But we're having communication problems, and it's not like we don't know how to talk to each other. It's just that we have trouble connecting with her in so many ways. And me and my siblings, we worry about her, falling down or something, and we can't, she can't reach out, and also she doesn't like to answer the phone, things like that. She's not a technophobe. She uses the computer, things like that. She's more, doesn't like the telephone and doesn't like messing around with pushing the buttons and things like that.
You know what?
She's techno-lazy.
Okay. You know what? You've come to the right place, David, because I'm going to tell you how I fix this same problem. Okay. My mother has an iMac. She has a MacBook. She has an iPad. She has an iPhone. Okay. I mean, and there's no way that she'd ever put a Life Alert medical guardian around her neck. Just doesn't want to do it.
Well, here's the issue. Now, I know that you promote Simply Safe and stuff, and I've been using Simply Safe for 8 years now, and they've been great. But here's the issue. We had the situation where she found one of the panic button things, and she just pushed it.
Okay. Well. Here, let me tell you about. Yeah, which is I'm glad that they did, but on the southern side. But let me tell you how I fixed it. Okay, is that Amazon has something called the Echo, the Amazon Echo, and I'd like you to get the Echo Show, the newest version. Is an 8 or a 10, and it will actually follow the person around the room. Okay, it's on a little stand. So it has a couple of things that are built in. Number one, when you're not home, you can say, Alexa, drop in on mom, and then you can see what that camera sees, and you can move that camera around. Okay, that's number one. Number two, most importantly, is that you can set it up so that your mother can say, Alexa, call for help. And when she says that Alexa device will call your cell phone number, your sister, your sibling, brother, whatever it may be.
Right.
Okay.
And I see.
And so you don't have to worry about her pushing a button, doing anything, picking up a phone, whatever it may be. I love it. And so I love it so much for my mother is that she has one in her family room, an Amazon show. And then I put another one in her bedroom as well. They're not expensive. I mean, they're, for what they get. I mean, some of these are like $50. It depends upon which version and how big and the screen is. But again, it's called the Amazon Echo Show, and it's really easy to set up. In addition to that, when you want to talk to her, anybody in the family wants to talk to her, they can just say, Alexa, drop in on mom. And then suddenly she can have a video call with someone, see the grandkids, the great grandkids, as my mom does, without having to touch anything. It just appears. We'll put some links over in the Q&A message board for you, David, so that you can take a look at it. When I say that's at komando.com/community. And thanks for your call. Coming right back, we have a great tip you don't want to miss. Hey, thanks for watching a past episode of my national radio show. That's why it's called The Kim Komando Show Rewind. Now, to get the entire show, all 3 hours, when it airs live, or you can get on demand, head over to getkim.com and you can become a member of the Komando community. There are a ton of perks. Aside from just the show, you get free ebooks, a place to get answers to your tech questions, and more of me. So come on, what are you waiting for? Click that link right now and become a member. And thank you.